It's time for Vertumnalia, the yearly midsummer celebration, when the colony gives thanks for its good fortune. Well, it would be, but as you file into the main square, you can't help but notice that the feast table is nearly empty. What Anne lacked in resources, she made up with care. The dishes are lovingly plated. Soy cakes glisten, steam rises from buns stuffed with mince, and there are great pitchers of vegetable broth rendered out from even the most inedible food scraps. There's a neat stack of sugar cubes for dessert. Whole sugar, what a luxury. In an underwhelming feast, that'll be the highlights. Governor Udicott's welcoming speech this year is short. Her frail body trembles as she welcomes you all to Vertumnalia with a dry, whispery voice, then has to be helped off stage. Like all of you, she has been feeling the effects of the famine. Everyone clears away the chairs for the annual competition. Oh no, participation is for joiners? What? We could do the talent. We could do the science fair again, or the talent show. We've been doing pretty well in the talent show historically. I think that's where our talents lie. You and Mars report to the stage for the talent competition. Giss is nowhere to be seen. Mars frowns, looking around as if he's lying in wait. Oh, boo, she grumbles. He always made me look good. If it's just you, I'm only the best out of 2. Mars has been working on her speechcraft. This year, she gives a speech inspired by great leaders of Earth, linking their philosophies into a sort of mega-theory about how the greatest works of human history have come from overcoming our greatest struggles, through ingenuity and cooperation. She can't help herself from drawing parallels to the current famine, the failure of colony leadership to prepare for it, and how the council clearly needs newer, younger voices to be able to imagine the future. The council isn't impressed by that part. Because it's Mars, the climax of the speech resolves with inspirational music and fireworks. It's very exciting. You're up. What do you have prepared? We will one-up her speech with a dramatic reading. Okay, gotta get to 67. Yellow style. Well, what do we want to do here? Get boring. +3 and then... What? Why'd this become... Oh, that's why. I see. Because when it becomes yellow, then it's... Okay. Okay. That's tough. I guess we can still do like a pair of 5s? No, we can't. We can... Yeah, okay. Here's an idea. Now you're the highest value? No, because this exists. Boom, look, you're the highest value. Maybe just do like the yellow, like here, like a 5, and then there, a full set of 3. 3, 5, 7. That should be a honorary straight. Like, what next? So this becomes 6. Well, because it's the highest right now. But then if we were to... Now it's 5. Okay, we can do 5, 6, 7. And then put another 5 here. Okay. 4. Hold on. 5, 6. How did this become a 9? +2 to cards with gems. Gotcha. Okay. I guess we can get an extra bonus to pairs. Yeah. Mars's act was a tough one to follow, but the talent show is judged by audience applause. Given how tired and hungry everyone is, something fictional and light is what the people really want. Mars looks miffed at the snub, but shakes your hand. Geniuses are rarely anticipated in their time, she says. After the festivities, the whole colony takes a few days off for a break. Well, except for geoponics, and the foragers, and the kitchens. and everyone who uses the break from their usual work to help out in the places that didn't close. Okay, it's not really a break, but you try to take it easy anyway. Mid-dust. Okay, I feel like we probably need to help with this food situation a bit more meaningfully. But, have you considered that maybe I want to go to school and become more... Is there anything we're, like, close on getting, like, up? Like, empathy? I feel like we're, like, around the corner on empathy. Let's tutor some children. 3 reasoning, 1 empathy, 12 kudos, 10 stress. Sure. Nougat is 7, and you don't think she's stood still since she was born. She's having trouble in the classroom setting, but that's why you're here. Some kids just need more help than others to stay focused. She's working on using her finger to spell out words to match images on her holopalm. Her chubby little kid hands are unsteady, and her letters are pretty misshapen. That's pretty normal for most of the kids you tutor, but Nougat just doesn't seem to be getting any better no matter how many times you drill letters. It feels like you have to tell her the same things over and over, because she says okay, but just keeps making the same mistake. Kids, am I right? I've never seen an elephant, Nougat says, jabbing her finger at the hologram. Or a lion. Did you say a lion, Solana? You've never seen any Earth animals, except for on Hollywoods, like Nougat. You were born on a spaceship already hurtling away from Earth. You've never seen a dog, despite learning all about them in class when you were a kid. Nougat has trouble with imaginary concepts like elephants and holoscreens. It makes it hard to keep her attention. We could try writing on real paper. We could change the assignment to vertumnant animals. We could go look for some inspiration. We can let her have fun instead. Well, she does kind of need to learn how to... Well, okay. I think you start on paper and then maybe you can transition to the holopalm. You can tell Nougat is getting frustrated with the entire concept of using a holopalm. For some reason, for someone as passionate as she is about sports ball, she has a lot of trouble with the fine motor skills and the fake reality of a holoscreen. You pull a few sheets of paper and a box of crayons from the classroom nanoprinter. Nougat's face lights up. Really? She says. You nod, and she excitedly tears into the box of crayons. That's the great thing about everything being nanoprinted. Every box of crayons is a new box, with fresh points and unbroken crayons. While Nougat happily misspells animal words on her sheets of paper, you log into the classroom evaluation rubric and make a note that Nougat should be allowed to use real paper for assignments even if the assignment requires the use of a holopalm. This accommodation might help her until she feels more comfortable using her holopalm. Chief Engineer Instance reviews the change and approves it, and sends you a few kudos to thank you for taking the time to think outside the box for Nougat. Alrighty, get to work. Let's go. Reasoning class. It's locked. Okay. That's fine, though. That's fine. We can do 4, 5, 6. Or we could just do like a 5 and like a 1 and get like a straight going. And just win. Yeah, that seems good. Late dust. Let's go relax in preparation for venturing out yet again. We'll relax with this. Use the uninterrupted time on the walls to catch up on some schoolwork. Attending classes is mandatory after a certain age, but if you want to be able to get into one of the more specialized career paths, you're expected to at least do some independent study, even if you're not attending class. Yes! Get out of here, Discovery! And honestly, learning about Earth, you're only a 3? And you got no special ability? Oh wait, I can only forget 1? Okay, well, Discovering it is clearly out of here. Goodbye. Early wets. Okay. We're fresh, we're ready. It's time for... Hold on a second. Biology 20. I wonder if is that going to give us a memory with someone yet? No, you need animals 20 or more. You spot your dad poring over some plant samples. Never should have wasted my time on those beans, he grumbles. Thought for sure. Check them over and over. He sighs and scrubs his face. Too late now. Hey, Mom, I need more organization to get your approval, right? I'm close, though, close. Your mom passes you a soy ration bar from her pocket. Here, Solana. Eat up. You need your strength. I know with Mars it's like persuasion, but we're nowhere near where we need to be with that. Cal, what do you need? Ah, there we go. Biology. Cal trundles by you with an empty wheelbarrow. Hey, Solana, he calls out. Get in, we're going planting. Hey, you want to hear a fun nature fact? I'm not sure this actually helps us. One duplicate, one draw, huh? You recently overheard the children learning about how to count by studying Hawkeyes. Hawkeyes have 1 foot and 2 tail forks and 3 stomachs and 4 eyes. One duplicate when drawn. Cloned card created when this card is first drawn. So you get 2 Hawkeyes. And if you see 5 of them together, that's lucky. Cal laughs, finishing the mnemonic with you. Wait, how did they find out that Hawkeyes have 3 stomachs? I don't want to know. Okay, I'm not sure if that actually net made our deck better. Reasoning 40. Is that where we needed to be for the next? Yes, it is. Yes, Stinkroach. Hey, Tang, want to study together? You offer to help Tangent with her schoolwork, but she just shrugs you off. I'm not working on school anymore, she says. Chief Engineer Instant says I'm smart for my age, and my talents are wasted in school. She opens her holopalm and shows you some of her lab notes. It's so much work, though, she complains. Honestly, maybe it would be better to be like everyone else. Unintelligent people seem happier. Just then, an enemy and Nougat go tearing by with a sports ball, hollering at the top of their lungs. Tang shudders. On second thought, forget I said that. I'll keep being smart, thank you. Oh. Something to say, Tangent? Tangent looks up from her holopalm, blinking as her eyes refocus on the middle distance, then on you. Her previous long hair is gone, buzzed close to her scalp. You almost didn't recognize her when you first saw her. You wonder if it was caused by a lab accident or something? Hello, Solana, she says, already cagey. Did you need something? No, I just came by to say hello. Nah, I mean, we could say hair! I mean, what's up with your... I mean, I'm curious about the hair. Like, it was the first thing I commented about her when we saw the new design. So I would like to have an answer. And also, you know, people appreciate when you take an interest in them as a person, right? Like, it's really weird for me to... I guess, granted, it's kind of weird bringing it up, like, 3/4 of the way through the year, but it would be weird for me to, like, for her to have had such a wild change in hairstyle and me to not even mention it. I mean, heck, I mention people's haircuts when I see them if it was even just a small trim. You know, it's a common courtesy. Now, granted, the wording here does seem a bit, let's just say, unrefined, but I need to know about the hair. Hair! I mean, what's up with your hair? Tang shrugs. It's too hot here, she says dismissively. If evolution hasn't seen fit to solve the problem, then adaptive behaviors will have to do. I like it. I'm into women with short hair. Or you look like the backside of a Hawkeye. Let's not insult her. Come on, what's the real story? We need more empathy. Drat, I thought I was supposed to be empathetic. Actually, as it turns out, I'm more reasonable than empathetic these days. Who would have thought? We could flirt with Tang. I'm into women with short hair. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, that seems like I like it seems a bit hollow. This, you know, I think that would actually be fine. I'm into women with short hair. Tang stares at you blankly for a few seconds, trying to figure out if you're making fun of her. Your opinion is noted, she says finally. Thank you. Tang turns back to her reports. It's not about looking good, she says. This is simply more efficient. Function over form, I see. Alright, well, glad to have my opinion noted. I feel like I'm really counting now. How are our relationships doing? So we're at half a heart with an enemy. 10 with Cal. 23 with Dis. Tangent 40. Mars 41. Okay, so Tangent, Mars, Dis. About what you would expect. Nougat. Hey, Nougat. Oh, Nougat is 8 now. Good for her. Alrighty. Let's go save the colony. Hey, Jess, you ready to save the colony? No, look, if we can't eat the mushroom, I don't want to hear about it. You can look at the map. Okay, so the Valley of Vertigo. Interesting. Let's look into the Valley of Vertigo. The Valley of Vertigo is a low-lying trench to the east that's dense with pollen-producing trees. There's a wide variety of edible food here, both plant and animal product, leading to some of the explorers calling this place the breadbasket of Vertumna. There are a number of animals here that geoponics would be interested in domesticating. Alright. Let's forage in the valley. 7 collectibles remaining. Boss event remaining. Okay. Alrighty. Let's do this. And let's be okay with failing some events that don't seem like they should be that impactful. I think that'll help us save our stress. Okay. Luckily, we don't have to do the stuff we did last time, so we can make, like, steady progress. Let's go. An absolutely enormous tree forms part of the path here. Its roots cut natural stairs into the path, and its magnificent canopy of large flat leaves completely blocks out the sky. They arch overhead almost to the ground on the other side. Walking under it is like going through a tunnel. In the tunnel is dark. In the tunnel it's dark and gloomy, unseasonably cool, and filled with the whispering of leaves. You get the sense that something is aware of your presence. You can whisper back, climb up it, walk under it. And this isn't a challenge, which we are likely to fail these days, so let's climb up it. You climb up onto one of the big flat leaves. Surprised they can actually support your weight. Neat. You get high enough out of the fog to see the whole area. It's very pretty, but nothing else happens. That's fine by me. Fine by me. If we're not failing, then we're winning. Something about the ground here draws your attention. It's oddly lumpy. What's up with that? We could try to scope it out. 77, okay. I guess we can get some hop eyes and learn about the Earth. That gives us 11 on round 1. First collectible use is free? What does that even mean? These collectibles? I don't... Anyways. Now. Okay, I think this is reasonable. We do a pair of 6s, a pair of 2s. That's not the worst thing in the world. Okay, we got a lot of the reds. That's good. I like it. Okay. Okay, so clearly we do 2, 3, 4, 5, then an additional 5. This would be +2 to cards with gems. Gets us up to 29. 65 stress. Oh my gosh, we aren't even close. 43 or 45. That's just not enough. Like, ugh. It's not enough. We gave up. Defeated. That is as much as we could have gotten here. You scratch your head. Yeah, ground's lumpy, alright. Let's walk through it. You take a few steps, then the ground caves in. You sink up to your thigh in the foul-smelling, sticky liquid underneath. Ugh, gross. What is... Oh! It's just a patch of unripe watato. You must have ruptured their membranous skin. Unfortunately, unripe watato smell awful. And so will you. For the rest of the expedition. Luckily, I have a calm temperament. I bet I've actually, been spared a lot of stress due to my calm temperament over the course of this game. Okay, you. Hi! You come across not just one Verky, but a whole swarm of them. Mostly just baby ones, about the size of your head. They're all amassed around a massive tree scurrying up and down the trunk. When you see the tree itself under the swarm, you notice it's the same pale pink as the baby Verky. Its tentacle-like roots meander a fairly large distance before plunging into the ground. When the Verki see you approach, they get agitated and they look hungry. Definitely hungry. Like dozens of hungry, grapefruit-sized, furry pink spiders. The stuff of nightmares. We could fight them. I'll find another route. Later, Verki. I'd rather not fight you, if it's all the same. To you. What's this? You come across a curious sponge-like hive, pockmarked with holes containing wriggling grubs and oozing sweet-smelling syrup. Atop the hive is what appears to be the hive queen, looking like... Oh, wait! Her swollen abdomen is the hive! She's rooted here, probably drawing nutrients from the soil like a plant, while she tends to her larvae. You haven't mentioned these. It's a squeeger hive. We could try to sneak up and harvest honey. And we are out here for food. Okay. Gotta get to 79. Ah! Alright, doing paperwork is a no-brainer for round one. Then we do this. I think we could do that. Gets us up to 10. Yeah. It's a terrible round one, but hopefully leads the way to a better round two. We could do up this. +1 for gems. For each gem on other cards. So then So I could do like this, so you get 4, 5, 6 straight, right? Why is this? Okay, a 4, 5, 6 straight. And then we get the 5, 6, 5 over here. Okay. Now here's a question. Is it better to do 4, 5, 6 straight or 3, 4, 5, 6 straight? That gives us 28. What was the other? Oops. The other was 28. However, I think I like this better because I'd rather be going into round 3 with this 5 of yellow than a 3 of blue. Yeah. 41 more. Oh my gosh. Okay. And I guess this is better than nothing. Although honestly, it might be better to do something like this. This is awful. Can any of these help? +1 a card and change the suit to... We're so far off. This... Oh, this is bad, bad, bad. +1 to a card, change suit to... +2 to a... Okay, so could we do some of this stuff? Maybe. +2 bonus to straights. If we can get some straights set up, even so, we're probably only setting us up to just be able to push through. Like... Okay, so let's imagine this. We +2 this, right? It becomes a 2. Then we could do like 2, 3... I don't see it, honestly. I really don't. Squeeger hives can be very defensive when they sense danger to their young. Unfortunately, you look like danger. The hive queen emits a chittering noise, which is all the warning you get before she blasts you with a spray of acid. It burns, it burns! You briefly consider tasting the acid, but some that got on your clothes ate right through them, so nah, maybe not, and maybe you'll leave this hive alone. Oh, we didn't get any honey from that, unfortunately. Is this really the only path? Hold on. There must be another way around, maybe, hopefully. Man, when did I get so bad at the challenges? It's eating me up inside. Okay, yeah, I guess we gotta go. We gotta fight the thing. Ah! Hello. Alrighty. You come across not just one Verki, yep, but the whole swarm. I don't have 50 bravery, and I'm nowhere near to getting 50 bravery, so let's fight them. Okay. What do we do? Good question. Good question. First collectible use is free. Great. We can do tangents, focus. Do something like this. That doesn't help us at all. I just get rid of boring because I hate it, and just a pair of these. It's basically a sacrificial first round, but okay. Okay, I hate these hot buys. I guess we can get just like loads of 2s here, and then add a 3 at the end. Okay. 5. I can do a 4, 5, 6 sort of situation, and then get a 3 at the end. That's 32 in one round. That's not terrible. 4, 5, 6. We could make it 4, 5, 6, 7 pretty easily. That'd give us, like, probably 4 more points. And then after that... Let's see what that does for us. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Still can't quite push through. What if we did 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Oh, there we go. I was going to say, how is that so much worse? 70 stress. Why can't we... Oh, that's a... Oh, my goodness. We still need to take off, like, more... And we could do another. Well, hold on. We could... What exactly do we have all in our, like, collectibles? 1 of each? Okay. Let's think this through. So, right now, our saving grace is we have a straight. We need to add, like, probably 2 more points here to be able to push through successfully. And we don't have a ton to offer, is the issue. Because the issue is if we... Like, obviously, it would be great if we could... Say, +1 this. Okay, here's an idea. If we +1 smart from A, it just goes up to 5. We lose the straight, right? So our straight would be down to being worth 5 points instead of 10. But we gain a flush, right? So a flush would probably be 10 points as well, I think. And so we would go from a 3-point flush to like a 10-point flush. So I think that's a net gain. So let's try that first. And then also we get a... Okay, so that has become a 6 now. Okay. So then we have a pair of 6s. But the straight is better, I think. Now we could reduce our stress even more potentially, right? So maybe. So we got 5, and this could become another 5. That would give us 2 more points, plus it would give us the benefit of the pair, which is not nothing. We could plus the talent show, then we get a 5, 6, 7, 8 straight. That seems pretty good. There we go, we're up to 47. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we got a 3 hanging out. Alright, I think this is what we gotta do. Push through with 25 stress. Could have been a lot worse. Oh boy, please be worth it. Well, that wasn't so hard. You smack a couple of them to the ground and the rest scuttle up to the boughs and hide there. You puff your chest out bravely and walk on. Okay. It's getting pretty stressful. Let's try one more thing and, we don't want to be too crazy about it. A herd of float cow are grazing nearby. Huge, cumbersome animals whose shaggy blue fur hides multiple helium sacs. The helium gives them an agility, bellied by their awkward, rotund shapes, and during migration season, they swell up like hot air balloons and are able to travel great distances. During pollen, pregnant and nursing float cows partially fill their sacs with a salt, high-protein milk, which sustains their young and keeps them tethered more closely to the ground. That's when they're dangerous, though. Beware their kick and their splash attack. You watch them peacefully bob along, occasionally releasing streams of urine or clouds of helium to maintain a steady height. So we could try to... we can't milk or capture one because our animals' skills are, quite frankly, abysmal. We could try to kill one. And it's probably food. Yeah. Let's try. You try, but the herd animals are tricky. As soon as they sense you mean them harm, they all leap into the air in an explosion of urine. You're going to have a hard time explaining this one to Utopia. You're too worn out and tired to continue. You have to go home now. I'm back. These expeditions have been going terribly. It's midwets. I just gotta spend it all cooped up indoors. Just relaxing. We're gonna relax in the lounge. You sit at the window and watch people hard at work in geoponics. Yeah. Both of you, you're terrible. Out of here. Oh, okay. I guess stress cry is probably worse, so goodbye, stress cry. Okay, let's look at our... maybe what we're missing is gear. Let's go shopping. Maybe our gear is the problem. So if we look at our gear, as it stands at the moment, what do we got? Okay, so we... Get rid of the cool jackets. +1 to pair. I mean... Let's see what we can buy. Let's look at the depot. +5 to animals, +1 to fleshes. Or +5 animals. That would probably actually be useful. +5 empty, +1 bonus to straights. +10 to all skills. +2 to challenges. Draw an extra card? That's actually probably pretty useful. More bravery, 2 times bonus for straights. Oh. The superhero cape, that's a 2 times bonus for straights? What do we got right now? Right now we're enjoying a +2 bonus to straights. I think 2 times is better than +2, isn't it? Maybe? Alright, we could buy the cape and the animal book. Great. And now, if we look at the gear, I hesitate to get rid of the photophoner. Yeah, it doesn't... I don't know, the animal book is at most getting us what, like... I forget if a flush... That's like 1, maybe 2 points if a flush can be 2 cards, which I don't think it can. Whereas this is potentially up to 5 points? Like, that just seems better. The extra skill to animals. Although we can, like, swap that in and out as need be. Like, we're going on an expedition again.